items only. We have time at the end of the meeting for general comments.
Actually, Mary Ellen did have a proposal to change it to if you'd be able to comment. She didn't realize that she thought she would talk about it in her. But in order to get to this stage, if the board would allow her, she does have a change request or modification.
I'd like the board to reconsider the ordinance that was requested last week for relocating lines and everything.
Well, I'd be happy to amend my motion to include that on today's agenda.
Probably the item 4B under administration. Would that be where we would do that? I mean 4D, I'm sorry.
I accept that as a friendly amendment, and you second.
Seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Carries. For comment on agenda items, is there any member of the public wishing to make comment on agenda items? Okay.
Darlene Chapel, this year, well, I live at 901 Metzger Road in Lancaster. I want to address 2C, the DNR contract, and 4C advisory board appointee for the noxious weed board. The contract reads that the county should control knotweed and other weeds as DNR would. The county should agree to control, but only via safe methods. We have what I consider a killing field. We have herbicides being sprayed over forests and to control bugs. Government spray fields and roads and water bodies. We have to ask, any wonder that the animals that provide our sustenance are deformed, dying, and dead? Any wonder their food sources have dried up and been poisoned? Any wonder our soils are in poor condition? The county culture needs to change, and we have to start thinking precautionary principle. If there's a problem, we don't do something. It needs to change to consider the picture at large, not weed to weed, but impacts beyond, and long-term ones at that. Tell DNR you'll volunteer to control the weeds. The weeds of concern, but will do it safely without poisons. Which brings me to the noxious weed advisory board. You have been asked this before by several people. We need diverse opinions and approaches to be on that advisory board, at all advisory boards. Volunteers are hard to get, but remember the Shoreline Management Plan Advisory Committee represented all points of view. Remember that DNR refused to consider the TLAC until there were diverse points of view. The Noxious Weed Advisory Board is devoid of diverse views. It's only spray. You should keep 2 to 3 seats vacant until you commissioners on your own find people that will volunteer, that know about controlling weeds without poisons. Pick up the phone and call people yourself and encourage that they volunteer. Remember, you recently signed the Climate Change Preparedness Plan. Please uphold this. Poisons kill indiscriminately and contribute to climate change. Thank you for listening.
Anybody else wishing to make comment on agenda items? Yes, sir.
So, last Tuesday, you took no action on a request from DCD to adopt an emergency ordinance they requested. You did not support Mary Ellen, an elected official. We turned down this position to be unelected and kept it elected. for a reason. You didn't support Steve or his staff. I understand support for this ordinance was eroded by the county prosecutor, perhaps not, I don't know. But I'm concerned, about this and the suggestion that certain outcomes come of this. So, I'm a long-term rural resident, as I previously stated, with concerns about what is appropriate for rural properties. We have worked with BCD 3 times on building projects. We built our home site, western Palm County, from scratch. And I'm disturbed by the vague explanation of capitalism, campaign promises, or lack of substantive reasons to not support ECD by the commissioners. I want the county to be proactive against rampant development. I would support allocating additional financial resources to acquire the expertise of an attorney for this purpose. I am not anti-growth, but it is apparent to me we need to do a comprehensive overview of this in RR because it is creating a situation. It appears lawyers were involved in this application process early on. Why should the county shy away from hiring our own hired gun to navigate the quagmire of growth issues and buttress BCD? I can cite specific concerns about growth in other places I visited and witnessed that could be analogized to our county. If the door is opened to this project in RR, how could the county possibly take a stance against the next one? Washington State is growing quickly. The people are coming here. My son works at DOT. In one day, out of 5 people, he changed 12 out-of-state licenses in one day to Washington. Deal with this now or later when the restrictions or mandates for various reasons are levied against us as they have been previously. Here are our zoning exceptions. Thank you.
Anybody else wishing to make comment before the board?
A question of clarity. The agenda item that most folks here are desirous of talking about was just added. We were just going to wait until the end of the meeting and present the comments, but the commentary that most folks are here are related to that ordinance that was referred to. So, pleasure of the board. You want to listen now or later?
Do the time to talk.
Okay, well.
Agenda item, so.